In his third three-league final, repping Dompierre moving his looking at Grand Lutzka. And coming in from Kansas City, Kansas, like a tornado destruction with 100% consistency and 21 tricks in a row. Put your hands together for they can't get in there. But this is how it's going to work. The quick 60 axis is like 4 quarters. And each time they go at each quarter, they're accumulating points. Starting in the creative section, going to the line section, ending up in the text section, finally right here. But what they're doing is just slowly accumulating points and adding tricks all the way to the end. And the man with the most wins. You know, and like I said last time, it was 5 guys to go, and their last tricks had a shot running in. And young guys are used to kicking out the front side of the board side and won $150,000. So, and beyond that, it was a shocker to have another contest and not qualified. And to see him 7 for 7 nails and see what he's got to do. Ryan Sheckler's ready to go. So this is going to roll on. We're going to get right into it. Everybody enjoying our good time. Let's America. Section. Incredible. A point behind Chaz Ortiz. Chaz Ortiz. Malto. Long. Clean. Nyjah Taylor. Clean back. Chaz Ortiz. Clean back. Long switch. Clean. Then comes Ryan Sheckler. Skip. Long switch. Right here. Backside tail slide. Right.
Clean front side. Lutzka. Clean switch grind. There you go. Clean dolly through.
That's what I am.
Clean kick flip back flip.
Or one of these kids. Unless you have I'm trying to do the high one that everyone comes with.
There's a switch grip. And a switch back. Sheckler. Chaz.
That's far as fuck. I'll be over there in a bit. Remember. Photo inside if you get the photo going. I'm not going over there. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I like it.
Stand up back. Line up this line. With the front side clutch slide. And he falls over his faking. Left side faking. Switch front. Tricks. Please. There's it. Nyjah. Couple of can do kick flip back that left side. There you have it. Good flip. No, it's good back either with him shot down. Show him off, jumping around. Crease ball. Kick flip. Kick flip. Big Nyjah Huston. Beautiful. There it is. Clean nose ball right there.
did it!
Probably start this off with Greg Lutzka. That was your first Street League Speedway final. How's it feel to be in instead of out?
Yeah, it feels good to be definitely skating with these guys up there. I mean, it's nerve-wracking, that's for sure. And it's hard to say, man. Like, you try hard tricks, and sometimes you don't get them. So, you play the odds. You either go out there and you try easier tricks, you land everything, and you rack up points, or I don't know, confused. But it's street league and it's good, and you know, I won 2 of the best trick sections. That was amazing. Psyched on that. I think Sheckler won one of them. Who won the ledge? There you know. I believe Chris Cole, right? Chris, you got it. So I mean, it's cool.
Do you think it's like you still can't, you can still get jammed if you try. You gotta have at least a 4-trick average to get in there. You know what I'm saying?
To get in there, yeah.
I think is what do you think was the jams you up the hardest?
The pressure and the nerve wracking. I mean, he could crook around the rail every time when the crowd's up there and everyone's like, throw you on there. I mean, your legs just start shaking. So, but it's good to be up in there, and Street League's amazing. I'm definitely psyched to be part of it and up here with all these guys, and everyone threw down. So,
Nyjah, you look bummed, man. You ain't used to anything but first or second for a long, long time, man.
Yeah, actually, I haven't got that many shares. That's not weird.
But like, tell us what you did. Like, you obviously, you made a decision there in the end.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You made it. Tell us about your decision, because the reality of it is you made the decision. What were you thinking when you came into your last trick?
When I came to my last trick, actually, like before, I didn't even think about it. I wanted to land that nollie front heel so bad, it was funny. But when it came to the last trick, I seen that I only needed like 2-something points, and I was like, oh, I might as well just do this. But I don't know, like I wasn't really even tripping on like staying consistent, doing really easy tricks. I kind of like wanted to land hard tricks and just try something crazy, you know, just see if I can get it.
yeah, those are the odds right there. So
I do the opposite.
What did you do?
The opposite of that.
Let me ask you something.
Try to land tricks if they're hard or not.
Let me ask you something. Like, why? You know, you go for the 50-50 hand flip out. Like, you know, it's like you go for an airwalk when you know you fall a couple times. Like, what's in your head that rather than like go for your backside 360 lip or like your like bangers, why do you shift over to the airwalk and the 50-50 hand flip?
Because I can make those. Well, I'm gonna call.
I mean, you think it's weird that like, I don't know, that just blows my mind. Rather than like keep gunning and go for it, it blows my mind.
You know, I'm probably not gonna make the other one. You know what I mean? So I go for one that's gonna make me chuckle and get the judge's boot. Pretty much that's it. I'm just kidding. They judge absolutely accordingly.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, but they're crowd favorites.
Well, they are.
It's definitely a tension
really all
breaker.
we're here to do.
There's a lot of tension in the Street League. It's definitely a tension breaker. Is the pace good for you, Paul? How do you feel about the pace?
Yeah, the pace is great. You don't get tired yet. You just focus on doing your trick rather than if you can last like cardio-wise. You know what I mean?
I agree on that. I like that you don't really get too tired. You got time to breathe.
You're kind of like a Street League vet because you're like 2 finals now.
Hey,
Is
Mike,
that right?
Mike Mo would like, because you know, like something we haven't, the 2 finals, everybody, because really, I guess Nyjah and Malto would be chasing down the championship, which is the big old trophy, the lion's share, the profit share, and the $100,000 wristband watch. You know what I'm saying? So you still have that potential there in Las Vegas. You know, Mike Mo is just so curious as to like when you do the hat ritual. Look, this is Mike Mo. Mike Mo just asked, do you hear nothing? Because it's like the crowd always roars up. getting ready, does that bother you even more? Or you just
Nah, I'm pretty zoned in there.
Feel the secret.
He skated with me plenty of times. You see me do it all the time.
Not like that though.
Yeah, I guess. The
After
more
like
nervous I get,
a
the more
minute, you need a
intense it
shot
is.
clock or something.
That's what happens, I guess. I don't know.
Ryan, so you had the biggest blast off that thing right there. Contemplating maybe
That
bringing
thing
a
was
parachute next time?
No, dude, I saw that thing and I was like, I just wanted to make it to today so I could skate it and not have to skate it in last chance. So it was good to make it to the final, finally. Try to do it again in Vegas.
And then what if you look back, because you had the big, mega high scoring end section, where do you feel, what cost you the most inside this one?
Some of the lines I could have just done mellow ones and actually got points and not fallen, and you know, whatever, the falls really hurt, and it's crazy because you'll look at the scoreboard and then all of a sudden you're in last place, but you're only, you know, 2 points behind sometimes. It just really messes with your mental, but it's all good. It's a fun day.
I feel like you and Greg kind of had the biggest surge since the last event. Did you guys study it more, or what did you guys do different skating this event?
I honestly just tried to land my tricks yesterday. I did the tricks I knew I could do, and today I just took a little more chances, I think. So.
Yeah, I switch it up a bit. Try to not go so crazy right out of the gates and just warm up into the bigger tricks, and it works a little bit better that way, I think.
And qualifying is just as stressful as finals. It really is. There's just not so many people in the crowd.
I think it's worse. I think it's
Because you might just not even make it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Here I am. I guess I should drive home. Cancel this hotel room. I'm going home.
So,
oh shit.
Yeah. I noticed kind of throughout a lot of, mostly the second half of the contest, you guys were kind of neck and neck, kind of second and first.
Yeah.
Chaz was the lead. I know, Chaz, was it going through your head that if you messed up on one of the tricks, that would have kind of put you at like a tie with him?
Yeah, there was basically a dog chasing you through the whole last quarter of the contest.
It was hard, you know. I was in the lead for a while, and then like, I don't know.
A long while.
Because I know if I was in that situation,
Real long
man,
while.
I would be a mess.
Yeah, it was hard.
But he wasn't like,
whatever.
he still did kickflip
That's all that
front
matters.
people, back tail, big spin out. Torrey Pudwill, man. Hey, Torrey, come here.
What?
Come here, Torrey, right here.
Where are you?
Right here.
A big question, I'm
each
sure.
guy a question.
A big question, I'm sure everybody's thinking here. Chaz,
Right in the sun.
how'd you pick what the last trick was? Because I would have personally probably walked down the stairs
Yeah.
and made sure I made it down smoothly. But how'd you pick the crook out of all the tricks you could do?
I don't know. I was like thinking, I was like, all right, well, I need like whatever, how many points, and I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna go for a crook back where I could have did like a 5-0 down the hub.
Did you do the math though? Did you look up and see?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
it's
was
only 2
counting on
points.
my fingers, but I guess.
But you do a 5-0 down a hubba, you could have got a 1.9.
Like I need to take math class again.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's all good.
But you know what made it worse is they paused us. Me and Chaz, after
Yeah.
everybody went, they knew that like we were right there.
Oh, yeah.
Last
Dude.
two to go, and they paused us.
Dude, that
made
feeling.
us wait. And then
That
the crowd
feeling.
started cheering, and then we're just like, oh great, here we go.
Yeah, did you hear them? That's why I messed up. Good fans.
Hey, Sean, how'd you pick your last trick?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I do that trick a lot. I locked into it on the practice, and I was like, okay, well, I know I need to get more than a 4-point something to just pass him up, and I just wanted to put the pressure on him. I just wanted to be above him, just like, you know. I mean, obviously things happen. You're on a cricket ground, you know.
Yeah.
My favorite part of this contest was just seeing all you guys have such a good time. And Chris, I seen a couple times the crowd would be booing after you would do a couple tricks, and you know that's you know it is those tricks are not easy tricks, you know.
No, they weren't booing the tricks. They were booing the score of the tricks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They were loving
I was
the
gonna
trick.
say these are crazy tricks, and that's not a trick they're gonna just
They were
do
booing
on
the score. We were all
That's
cheering.
not a trick they're gonna do
We wanted to see more.
level, you know?
Yeah, no, it's such a sucky thing to do those judges, but like
See, I was thrown off there.
they judge it right. They judge it right, but the crowd wants a 10.
Because you
They
don't
want a
see
10
that.
for the
Yeah,
Barney.
You don't see that.
Hey, so we want to open up the floor to any of you guys have any questions right now for any of these dudes right now? I'm sure there's a couple questions out there.
Sean, you mentioned that you got third. That's the highest you've ever finished. When was that?
That was the Louvre Cup in Orange County.
Okay. Yeah. I also noticed your strategy. It seemed like you didn't really do anything crazy elaborate out there, but you were just very consistent in what you did do. Is that a typical day out there for you?
I mean, I don't know. Usually you can try stuff, but you have 7 tries on each thing, so you just got to make sure you land it, you know. If you look, out of all the 2 days, I flipped my board twice, you know. I just tried to keep my board on my feet and just stick to what I knew.
And what's going through your mind there when Chaz does this last trick?
I was just sitting there like, okay, he could do anything right now. Like, he could do anything, whatever he... Yeah.
Real slide.
Like, I've seen him land a million hard tricks in a row. Like, everybody saw it out there, and I was like, okay, all he needs is one more. And he wins 150,000, which would be great, you know, I'd be stoked for him. But when he missed it, I was like, okay. Like, I'll definitely take that.
Chaz, was that the first one you didn't land all weekend?
I actually never even tried it.
But you landed everything.
So pretty much blew it.
It was the second
I'm trying to
trick.
say.
The whole day, it was the second trick you didn't make. That was it.
Sean, I got a question for you. So now you are in the running to win the overall championship. Does that make you more nervous? Are you excited for Vegas? How are you feeling going into it?
I mean, I'm hyped to go to Vegas
You're
regardless,
21
yeah. $150,000 richer.
Vegas has never been so good already.
I'm definitely hyped, and I don't know, just see what it's like. These guys are fun to skate with. So.
All right, I got one more for you. So, usually when you're doing tricks and stuff, every time you land, you just have like the biggest smile ever, and everyone's just like, "Oh, he's having such a great time." And I noticed during the finals that it was not as much of like a smiling thing. You could tell you were just kind of feeling the pressure. Were you just like super nervous, or were you like very conscious of what was going on? What did you feel during the whole thing?
Well, it came to a point where I saw me and Chaz kind of going, like, he was going up, and like I was trying to catch up to him, and I was like, you know, if I fall on this one trick, that like he has it, you know. So I was like super nervous. Obviously, doing anything in front of that arena full of people is scary. So I was, you know, it's one of those things where like you're just super scared, and you just, I don't know, all you could think about was like, oh, I just don't want to fall.
Was it a relief in any way? Not because it, you know, gets you a 0, but was it almost a relief to like fall on a trick so that it wasn't like, oh my gosh, he's doing every trick right here? Was it a little bit of less pressure like off your back?
Oh, definitely.
Every time they kept announcing that, he would look at me, he's like, dude, I wish they wouldn't say that.
Yeah, me and Felix weren't doing it during that part. We didn't want to talk about that because it, you know, jinxed it a little.
I mean, I was just thinking last night, like, oh great, like, that's cool, you know? Like, I landed everything the first day. Like, stars aligned, I got lucky, whatever. But I knew, like, that was going to be the big thing coming in. Like, oh yeah, it's 100%, like, it's not going to fall. And if the first trick of the day, I tried a front crook, slipped into a front nose, and still made it, and I was like, oh my god, if I would have fell on that, it would suck.
Was that the first time you've skated in a contest in front of your family?
Yeah. My brother, my mom, and my aunt were all there, and my dad. So, and they could only make it today. So yesterday I was nervous, like, you know, if I don't qualify, then they're, you know, like I'd be in the stands with them.
Well, disclaimer and a big compliment. You're the epitome of what street league skateboarding is, all you guys, and you have to comment on the fact that you have so consistent. The level of appreciation we have for your skateboarding needs to be noted to everybody out there.
God bless.
Let's keep it going, guys.
Are there any other questions?
Let's go to Vegas.
Well, don't be shy. Ask a question.
Right now, and just wait.
Yo, yeah, I got a question. Hey, for all y'all, would you rather be like sitting on top? I know we talked about this a little bit yesterday, Nyjah. Would you rather be on top, kind of looking behind, trying to keep the lead, or would you like being the hunter, trying to snipe if you're in that second, third, fourth, fifth? Because we've seen what guys can do, like, you know, a couple weeks ago where Torrey jumped up from 5 to 2.
On top.
Yeah.
I'm sure you want to be on top.
Yeah, it's just easiest to be
And
on
if you
top.
fall, you're just done.
Yeah, if you fall and you're in the bottom, you're just forget about it. You hit every
And then when there's overall points, you know, you already have that jump on everybody. So in Vegas, you know, we already have a little bit more points, so we don't have to try as hard, you know.
What do you mean?
Like for the overall points?
Oh, for the overall,
yeah. So if there's overall points, we can still, like, even if we fall on a couple tricks, we still have that cushion.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
But it's still about what you end up placed, though, you know?
Yeah, what if somebody does
Yeah.
front?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Are you
Or a
planning on
switch
doing a front
50-50
flip,
hand
Chris?
flip.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's nice.
With this instant scoring, does it slow you down at all when you're thinking and strategizing? And I mean, do you lose your momentum at all by having to think out, I need to do this for this many points or anything like that? Or is this better?
I think it's best not even look and just do what you're going to do anyways.
Yeah, I think it's better.
Once you start looking, that's when you start switching your tricks and what you're going to do, and that's what messes you up mentally.
Yeah, but that's what you got.
You know what is nice
That is
though
what you
is
gotta do.
you can see you like, all right, all I need is 1.1 to qualify. So I mean, you can just do a nose grind, you know, and just do something easy. That's
It's also
nice.
cool to like be able to map out, you know, tricks for each section, and then, you know, have that be what you're gonna do in the contest. You know, rather than a jam where you're trying to battle with everyone. Like, it's a lot more structured. I feel like it's a lot more fun.
Yeah, I don't
It's
really,
hectic though.
I try not to think that much though. I mean, it's really a no brains, no headaches sort of scenario until like you're right neck and neck with somebody. Then you gotta think a little bit and tend to start failing at that point.
It does make it more exciting though. Yeah.
So maybe we should get the ISX watches made so you guys can just look at your watch. A little monitor on there.
Sean, you turned 21 today?
I turned 21 on the 9th. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean,
it's fresh.
Great birthday present.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah, so when you guys are going through the whole thing, like if you do have a strategy at all, do you usually go with like the hardest things first, or do you save it, like do you kind of build up towards the end, or how do you go about doing it?
Do it like third to last trick. That way you have a little bit of cushion if you mess up, but you got a couple tricks under you, so your momentum's built. But these guys should just go straight for it.
So we're pretty much going to wrap it up right there. Street League Skateboarding, congratulations to all
God
of you guys.
bless.
See you all in Las Vegas. See you later on in Hollywood.